All right. We are joined by Lorash from Charlotte Aquatics. Swim school, learn to swim.
Swim school. Yep. We have been in business for almost 30 years now.
Wow. Take us back, walk us through that story and your role with that.
Absolutely. So we have always been rooted in the community, 30 years. It has always been about promoting swim lessons, water safety. But my origin story is actually kind of cool. My family moved here and bought a house with a pool. And this was, 30 years ago. And when I was about 2 years old, I was outside playing. My mom was outside gardening, and I reached for a toy in the pool and I fell in and I sunk straight to the bottom. And my mom tells this story and she's like, I thought there was going to be splashing. I thought there was going to be screaming. And she's like, if I had stepped away for 2 seconds, who knows what would have happened. So she jumped in, she saved me, and she enrolled me in swim lessons at Charlotte Aquatics. And I started swim lessons at 2 years old. We became super close family friends with the previous owner. When he went to sell it, my mom bought it. So it has always been in our family. And then I purchased from her about 3 years ago to keep on teaching swim lessons and showing kids how to swim.
That's amazing. She made him an offer he couldn't refuse.
Well, kind of, exactly. Yeah. He came to us and he was like, listen, I think I'm looking to sell. Do you have any thoughts on what I could evaluate the company at? My dad was in real estate. And my parents were like, well, actually, we might buy it. So they did. And it has been amazing. And yeah.
So what's your role with Charlotte Aquatics?
So I own it now. I've owned it for about 3 years. So I'm much more on the business strategy, strategic, long-term planning side of things. And then I've got an amazing team of managers and directors and instructors who are really the heart and soul of everything that we do.
Power of delegation is a wonderful thing.
Yes. And something that, we're still working on learning and working on. But when you're surrounded by awesome people who are just as passionate and care just as much, it's easy to let them run and do their thing. You just met Megan.
It's a great feeling. Yeah, it really is. Break down the structure for me. I know Charlotte pretty well. Location wise, where are you guys? How many locations? What's the structure?
Yeah, so we are right off Pineville Matthews, where Pineville Matthews intersects Johnston. And we are kind of tucked behind Charlotte Catholic High School. If you didn't know we're there, you wouldn't necessarily see us, but we've got about 1,300 kiddos coming through every single week. We have over 400 classes every single week. Just one location right now, but we're at the very beginning stages of looking at opening a second location. So
tell me about maybe one of the biggest things that makes you tick on the business and cast the vision for us of where you want to take it over the next few years.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for us, water safety is always our number one priority. As I'm sure you know, drowning is the number one leading cause of death for kids under 4, second leading cause of death for kids under 14. So our biggest mission is to help as many kiddos as possible learn how to swim, become confident and competent in the water. But I think over and above that for us and what makes us different than different swim schools is we really want to show kids that how to build that confidence, that you can set goals for yourself, that you can do something that seems scary and be brave and accomplish those things. So our instructors aren't just instructors, they're coaches and they're mentors and they're role models. And we also want to have an environment where our families and our students can come in and we can be a highlight in these kids' days. We never know what they're going through at home or what they've been experiencing. And we just want to be a resource for our kids and our families so that they can thrive.
That's awesome. Do you think that's specific to swimming where the coach, the instructor isn't just teaching the athlete, they're teaching the person too?
I think it's swimming. I think it's any activity that relates to kids. I think kids are so impressionable with whoever is in their environment. And I think that's why it's so important that us as swim instructors, but any business that works with kids, is that we're hiring the right people who have the right mindset, who can really help these kids, because you're teaching them life skills that go far beyond the pool. These are skills that are going to carry on with them through the rest of their lives, whether they take risks and take challenges because they believe in themselves, or whether they shy away from it, whether they are confident and go-getters, or whether they're just going to kind of sit back and wait. So I just think it's so important that we're sharing those with our students.
true. I know I experienced that growing up with swimming.
Yeah.
So tell everybody, where can we find you guys? Where can we tag and promote you on social media?
Yeah, so we have our social media account, Charlotte Aquatics, and then Facebook as well. Our website is charlotteaquatics.com. And so you can find us on any of those. We love to interact with all of the customers, especially in our communities. We go into a lot of different preschools, a lot of different elementary schools to do water safety story time. So if there's teachers out there or educators out there, we would love to help share the message with the students. So
We have a
yeah.
lot of customers in Charlotte, the neighborhood swim teams around there. So I know there's overlap, and I'd be curious to know which families, especially down in that part of Charlotte, but amazing. So last question for you. As the kids are progressing, and we like to ask this because this is where swimmingly, this is our why, this is why we're here. As those kids are progressing, when the families come to you, they've learned freestyle, they're learning the four strokes, they've gotten to the group with you guys. When they come and they ask, what's next? What do we do? Point us in the right direction. What do you guys say? How do you prepare them for the next step in the sport?
And that's a great question. We get that often because most of our students are younger. And so they come to us for a Learn to Swim program. We don't have a competitive team, and we get that question a lot. We promote progression and we promote the accomplishment so much. And when they graduate our program, they graduate level 7, they get a trophy and a certificate and a t-shirt, and the instructors make a speech and they go off our rope swing. And then our parents are like, awesome. Like, where do we go next?
Yeah, they want to keep doing it, right?
Exactly. So it's all about creating those partnerships with the different swim organizations that are in our community, whether they want to go to swim team, whether they want to just do swimming recreationally because they enjoy it. So creating those partnerships to be able to say, hey, this is a great swim team. The coaches are wonderful. They will be able to continue to foster that education for strokes and all that. And then we also have an elite fish program as well. So for our kiddos who want to continue working on their strokes, but don't necessarily want to go and do it competitively, they can still stay on in our program and do that for as long as they want.
And that's the idea. We've developed a curriculum. We've stolen that word from the swim school lexicon, the curriculum for that bridge junior swim team pre-comp development swim team program, and it's been a lot of fun to start partnering with some schools. We'd love to put you guys on kind of the pre-launch list if you're interested in that.
Absolutely.
And we really enjoyed it. We're not afraid to play favorites with Charlotte, Raleigh, North Carolina, the hometown heroes here. Allie, thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Very cool.